Hey, I'm Corey, and this is Life Ends. I'm here to talk to you today about the new album from Last Days of Humanity, and the album is called Horrific Compositions of Decomposition. It's a fantastic album name. I was lucky enough to be turned on to this band in the late 90s when I was a teenager. A local radio station here, an underground radio station. I used to play them. I became friends with some people down there, and I'm still friends with them. And I believe one of them may have made me a cassette dub of the first album, what was that? The Sound of Rancid Juices Sloshing Around Your Coffin. Yeah. That's a fantastic album name. I honestly like this new album name better though. The second album, let me see my cheat sheet here. Second album, The Hymns of Ingestible Separation. So that one, I don't remember really digging it that much. I know I heard it because I recognized the cover art, and the album after that I didn't listen to at all. To be honest with you, it's all about the first album for me with this band. And it was always surprising how great the production was for this band, and then how badly the vocals were done. Not to say the vocal styling's bad. It mixes. It's totally perfect for this. But these bands tend to have a really vocals that sit real high above the music, and then when the vocals come in, the music just gets pushed back a little bit. And that is the case with this record too. The guitar work is fantastic, totally great. I wish you could hear it a little bit more underneath the vocals. For me, on their first album, you could hear it a little bit more. But this album, for me, is less about the guitar and more about the drums. The drums on this are just amazing. It just keeps just blasting away, and there are instances where it slows down for some grooves, and I'm so happy it does that because it makes so much sense for them. There's a lot of bands that just don't let up, and like I get the need for that, but when this band just lets up for a second, it does something. It's kind of magical. It really is. This record is just awesome. It just really is. I'm pretty sure there's only like one original member on this record, and I don't even think that he was on any of the classic records. I could be wrong. Anyways, that is, what's his name? Hans Smith. But yeah, they've had a lot of different lineups, and I don't know how much I trust Wikipedia, nor do I care to dig that hard into the band's lineup, because it still sounds like Last Days of Humanity to me. It honestly does. So yeah, the last thing they released was in 2006. So this is really 15 years after that. And on the YouTube, one of their YouTube pages that this album is streaming on, it says that they're done with the splatter imagery and subject, but the subject matter for the song still sounds the same. I can see in the imagery it is different. This is the weakest cover art they have had. Yeah, you can see it. It's probably right up there. It's just giant weird head eating a lady. Like, this band always had like kind of just like real gore, you know? Not like surgical stuff, but like just real gore, like crime scene stuff. And that was a real draw to this band. I guess I could see why they would not want to do that now, after so much stuff is being censored. And you know, it's kind of different now. When you find something online, it doesn't feel as special. When you find something like this, or something that just, it's so gory, you know, it's kind of weird to, or kind of special to hold that in your hand, that record, when it came out, especially in the 90s. But now, I don't know. It's just, it's all internet. And yeah, I could see why they wouldn't want to do it, but it really is such a big part of this band. They should have gone with a gory cover. I really think they should have. Maybe, I mean, they're Dutch. Maybe it has something to do with their country. Maybe who knows, I'm speculating. Maybe they've run into some legal problems, but I wish they would have had something a little more gory for the cover art, because it just makes sense for them. It's what they've always done. The song titles are still the same. Let's see, what are some of the song titles here? Let's look. Let's give you some of the best ones, okay? I'm looking at the Bandcamp right now. So, sickening analysis of reeking body fluids and tissues. Oh my God. Non-culture molecular techniques for diagnosis of bacterial infections. Oh, it's so good. So good. Anyways, I'm not going to go through them all, but it's fantastic. Let's see. This album was put on Rotten Roll Rex. I know you can get this from their distribution. And get it. It's worth it. The music is great. Like I said, I wish the vocals were a little lower in the mix. But I think, that's what I would wish for any of their recordings. That's what I would wish for most Goregrind recordings. They want the vocals up front, and they want it to sound, I think, as silly as possible. It sounds pretty silly and pretty sickening at the same time. But the musicianship really is great. I do like the vocals better on their first record. It's a little more guttural. This has, overall, there's a lot more different vocal styles on this. But I think I like the super guttural better than this. But overall, I mean, the musicianship is just as great, if not better. And you could put this right next to their first record, and, it would sound like it, came out a year later, honestly. It sounds awesome. They're great at what they do. It's a great listen. It's fucking silly to listen to, but it's great. And I really like it. So, yeah. Anyways, this is Corey. I am Corey. This is Life Ends. Like and subscribe. And yeah, I hope to be doing more videos. And I will see you soon.